Yesterday we were learning about the cosine formula. Cosine formula. Okay, so let's just do a little revision. So in a triangle, any triangle, okay, triangle A, B, C. Triangle A, B, C. If this time we know one length, two length, and one angle. Okay, one angle. But the three of them cannot form one pair of corresponding length and angle. Then we cannot use the sine formula to set up the equation. So we must use the cosine formula. Okay, cosine formula is like this. If we want to find length, then we use this format. C squared equals A squared plus B squared minus 2AB cosine angle C. Okay, but if we want to find angle, then we will use this format. Cosine angle C equals A squared plus B squared minus C squared over 2AB. Okay, these two formats are exactly the same. Okay, when you multiply the denominator to the left and then making C squared to be the subject, then you get the first format. And when you change the subject to be cosine C in the first formula, then you will get the second format. Okay, so they can be interchanged. Okay， 即係可以互換嘅呢兩個，其實係一模一樣嘅呢兩式。咁只不過咧，即係我哋有陣時，即係好似 sine formula 咁樣樣。如果我哋想揾邊嘅話咧 ，sine formula 咧就會將嗰個邊長咧，即係想揾嗰條邊咧就擺喺左上角嗰度噶嘛，係嘛？跟住，但係如果想揾角嘅話咧，就要將個 sine angle 咧擺喺左上角嗰度，係嘛？咁而家都係一樣，我哋想揾邊嘅話咧，將邊長呢個 C 二次咧擺做 subject 呢個位，跟住陣間計完右手邊之後咧，開方右手邊嘅數咧就係個 C 嚟㗎啦。但係如果想揾 angle 嘅話咧，我哋將個 cosine angle C 擺喺 subject 呢個位，跟住右手邊全部都係邊長嚟嘅。OK， 跟住咧計完右手邊之後咧，我哋陣間 shift cosine 呢個數字嘅話咧，就揾到 angle C 呢一隻角嘅角度㗎啦。OK， 咁就係咁啦。咁嗱，其實咧 cosine formula 咧有一個好處嘅，就係 cosine formula 唔會有好似 sine formula 揾角嘅時候，我哋需要考慮兩個可能性呢一種咁嘅麻煩之處。cosine formula 係唔使 ，OK， 就算 cosine formula 揾角嘅話咧，我哋 shift cosine 嗰隻角之後計到一個數字出嚟，個答案就係得嗰個嘅啫，唔會話有兩個可能性嘅。OK， 所以咧，我以前讀書嘅時候咧。我就係如果即係有啲好多資料喺度，我哋又可以用 sine formula， 又可以用 cosine formula 嘅時候咧，我就會選擇用 cosine formula 多啲嘅，即係唔會話需要即係陣間要諗一諗，使唔使有第二個可能性，然之後又使唔使 reject 啊咁樣樣 ，OK， 冇免卻咗呢個煩惱嘅，好唔 OK 得唔得？啊咁但係咧 cosine formula 就咁樣咯喎 ，OK，Let's go back to the textbook, page 9.19. Okay, so we have talked about the instant rule number 8 yesterday. Then we will start with example 9 today. Example 9. So in the figure, angle BAD is 135 degrees. And then AB is 12 cm, AD is 10 cm, BC is 18 cm, and angle CBD is 40 degrees. Find the perimeter of the quadrilateral ABCD. Perimeter 即係周界 So we need to add all the lengths together. AB, BC, CD, and DA. Okay, but we among the 4 lengths, 3 of them are already given. Okay, so what we really need to find is the length of CD. Then we may find the answer. Okay, but CD belongs to triangle BCD, right? CD belongs to triangle BCD. So what do we have in triangle BCD? We just have one length and one angle. 嗱，記住咧，我哋用 sine formula 或者用 cosine formula， 一定要知道3樣嘢嘅 ，OK？ 即係咧嗱，一個三角形裏邊有3條邊同埋3隻角啊嘛，係咪？6樣嘢，我哋要知道3樣嘢先至可以用到 sine formula 或者 cosine formula 嘅。所以咧，而家 triangle BCD 裏邊咧，只係知道一隻角同埋一條邊，所以係未足夠可以用任何一條 formula 咧去到計答案出嚟住嘅。呢度 get 到啊？嗬 ？OK， 咁即係話咧，我哋要揾多一樣嘢喺 triangle BCD 裏邊，要揾多一樣嘢，我哋先至有足夠嘅資料去到計個答案出嚟嘅。好啦，咁我應該揾邊樣嘢咧？揾條邊啦，定係揾隻角咧？咁呢度咧其實好明顯喎，因為咧 BD 呢條邊 ，BD 呢條邊咧，佢同時間佢唔單止係 triangle BCD 嘅一條邊嚟嘅，佢亦都係 triangle ABD 嘅一條邊嚟㗎，係嘛？即係話，如果我哋係可以借助到 triangle ABD 呢一個三角形，就應該可以計到咧 BD 呢條邊。當我哋計到 BD 呢條邊之後咧，就翻去 triangle BCD 呢一個三角形呢一度，去到計個答案出嚟啦，得唔得？即係咧兩個層次呢度得唔得？嗱，我畫一畫出嚟俾你睇下。我通常會咁樣畫嘅 ，OK， 即係 triangle BCD。嗱，呢度慢慢我哋搞清楚啲即係 concept 啊，或者啲做法先，唔使咁心急去計條數住嘅，得唔得 ？OK， 我而家呢度咧係咪有40 degrees？OK，and then we have 18 cm. Okay, and this is what we want to find. Okay, and this length dB is length which is common to both triangle ABD and BCD. Okay, so this is ABD. And we have 10 cm, we have 12 cm, and we have 135 degrees. Okay, 135 degrees. So, and also DB is the side which is common to both triangle. Okay, so now what can we use? We have in triangle ABD, we have 3 information: length, and angle. But they cannot form a pair of corresponding length and angle. So we cannot use sine formula. Okay? So what we need to use is the cosine formula, is to find length, dB. When we can find the length of dB, we can put it back to this triangle to calculate CD. Okay? So now in triangle ADB, okay, 我希望講埋啲三角形啊，即係而家係用緊邊個三角形俾你嘅。Okay, so BD square, C square is equal to A square plus B square minus 2 times A times B cosine angle C, which is 135 degrees. Okay, and then you may use the calculator here. And that should be 10 square plus 12 square minus 2 times 10 times 12 times cosine 135, and then take square root. So we find that BD is equal to 20.33975485 cm. This is not the final answer yet, so we do not need to correct to 3SF. Okay, just keep the long decimal numbers will be okay. So now we have found the length of DB. We can go back to the main triangle. 即係個主三角形啦，即係要嚟計答案嗰個三角形啦。Okay, that is triangle BCD. Now we have length DB, we have 18, and we have 40 degrees. And again, we have 3 information, but these 3 informations cannot form a pair of corresponding length and angle, which means that we cannot use sine formula. So we need to use cosine formula again in triangle BCD. Okay, so in triangle BCD, I want to find CD, find length, right? So CD square is equal to A square plus b squared. This time it should be 20.33975485 square minus 2 times a times b times cosine angle C, which is 40 degrees. Okay, and then, so I will use the calculator here. 18 squared plus this number square, and then minus 2 times 18 times this number times cosine 40 degrees. Okay, and then take square root, and you'll find that CD is equal to 13.29601463 cm. Can you get this? Okay, and now we have found the length of CD. Then we are ready to find the perimeter of the quadrilateral ABCD. Okay, so the perimeter is equal to the sum of the four lengths, 10 plus 12 plus 18 plus CD. That is this number. Okay, and it will be equal to 53.29601463. Okay, when it is, because this is the final answer, so we may correct this to 3SF. Should be 53.3 cm. That is the answer. Can you follow? 得唔得？嗱，呢一種題目咧，咁其實牽涉到多過一個三角形，咁你就要即係睇清楚咧，睇清楚究竟我哋要揾啲咩啦，揾啲咩邊長或者角度啦。跟住佢係屬於邊一個三角形嘅咧，咁樣樣 ，OK？ 咁然之後咧，我就要逐個。如果佢未夠資料嘅話咧，我就要由第二啲輔助嘅三角形咧，去到揾咗嗰啲，即係揾多一啲資料出嚟，跟住先至翻去嗰個主三角形嗰度 ，OK？ 就係咁啦。Okay, now, so I would like you to do the instant drill number 9. So let me give you 4 minutes, this instant drill number 9. And please remember to upload to the Math app. Okay, let's check the answer. So in the figure, ABC is 55 degrees, and then AB is 18 cm, BC is 14, AD is 12, CAD is 28 degrees. Find the perimeter of quadrilateral ABCD. So we have one length, two lengths, three lengths, and then we need to find the fourth one. Okay, so that is the DC. Okay, and then in order to find the perimeter, so DC belongs to triangle ADC. Okay, and in triangle ADC, we just have one length and one angle. We do not have three information yet. Okay, so we need an extra triangle. Okay, to help us. So triangle ADC is here. So ADC. Okay, and this is what we want to find. And we have 12 cm and we have 28 degrees. Okay, and then we need one more information. But we know that AC, the length AC is a common length of triangle ADC and triangle ABC. Okay, ADC and triangle ABC. So we are going to get help from triangle ABC. Okay, so this because AC is a common side. And then in triangle ABC, we have 55 degrees, one angle, and then we have 14 cm, and we have 18 cm. Okay, so we have three informations, and they do not form one pair of corresponding length and angle. So we are not going to use sine formula. Instead, we have to use cosine formula. So in triangle ABC, okay, and we want to find the length AC. So AC square is equal to 18 square plus 14 square minus 2 times 18 times 14 times cosine 55 degrees. Okay, so AC will be calculator. And then square root 15.19596907 cm. Okay, so when we have found the length of AC, we can go back to the main triangle. Okay, because now we have length, angle, length. Okay, we have three informations now, but they do not form any corresponding length and angle. So again, we use cosine formula to find DC. Okay, so in triangle ADC, DC square is equal to 12 square plus 15.19596907 square minus 2 times 12 times this number times cosine 28 degrees. Okay, and then you just use the calculator and don't forget to take square roots. 12 square plus this number square minus 2 times 12 times this number times cosine 28 degrees. And then take square root, it is 7.27 something. 3486958 cm. Okay, so now we have the length of DC. So we are going to find, we can find the perimeter. The perimeter is equal to the sum of all the four sides. That should be 12 plus 18 plus 14 plus 7.27, 3486958. And that should be equal to 51.27 something. Okay, 348,696. Okay, but this is the final answer. So you may correct this to 3SF, and that should be 51.3 cm. Okay, so that is the final answer. Is there any problems? Oh, 跟住 next one is example 10. Example 10. So in triangle ABC, length A is 5 cm, length B is 6 cm, and length C is 7 cm. Solve the triangle. Solve the triangle means to find the remaining length and angles, okay? But we do not have any lengths, okay? Do not have any lengths to be found, okay? We just need to find all the angles, angle A, angle B, and angle C, right? Okay, and now we have three sides. We know three sides. So three sides, the three information cannot form any one pair of corresponding length and angle. So we cannot use sine formula, and we have to use the cosine formula. And this time we need to find angle, okay? So I need to use the second format of cosine formula. And we need to find the angles one by one. Maybe we find angle A first, okay? I want to find angle A first. So I want to find angle A from the cosine formula. Cosine angle A should be equal to a fraction, okay? 跟住咧有一個二次加一個二次減一個二次嘅，我哋先定咗減嗰個係邊一個先？減嗰條邊就係隻角望住嗰條邊，係嘛？呢一個嚟嘅。Can you see this? The angle is looking at this 5 cm. So the minus should be 5 cm here. Okay? 5 square, I mean. And then the other two will be 6 square plus 7 square. Okay? And then minus 5 square. And divided by 2 times 6 times 7. 得唔得？定咗減嗰個二次嗰個 term 係邊條邊嘅 term 嚟先？得唔得？就係我哋而家要計嗰隻角望住嗰條邊啦。Okay? And then you just use the calculator here. 6 square plus 7 square minus 5 square, enter. And then divided by bracket 2 times 6 times 7. Should be 0.714 something. And then shift cosine, answer. So angle A will be equal to 44.4153086 degrees. Can you get this? Angle A is an answer because the question asks us to solve the triangle. Okay, therefore we may correct this to 3SF, 44.4 degrees. Okay, this is 3 significant figures. Okay, and then we need to find the other angles. Maybe angle B first. So let me paste it here first. Angle B, the green angle. Again, we need to use, this time you can use sine formula or cosine formula. Both of them are okay. But actually, I do not like using sine formula because I'm going to find angle. I don't like to consider two possibilities, okay, and then reject one. So I want to use cosine formula, okay? So cosine angle B is equal to a fraction, and I need to fill in the negative term first, okay? The negative term, negative length square is the length which is looking, which the angle is looking at. So that should be this length AC, okay? That should be 6 and with a square. And the other two lengths will be 7 square plus 5 square, okay? And then divided by 2 times 7 times 5, okay? So angle B will be calculator. So just 7 square plus 5 square minus 6 square, enter. And then divided by bracket 2 times 7 times 5, answer, enter. And then shift cosine, answer. Should be 57.12165044 degrees. And this is the answer. So we may correct this to 3SF. Should be 57.1 degrees. Okay, 3 significant figures. Okay, so this is the second angle. And we also need to find the angle C. That is the remaining angle. But the remaining angle will be easy to find because we have the first angle, we have the second angle, we just use the angle sum of triangle. So angle C will be 180 degrees minus first. And we need to use the more accurate number, 44.415388 degrees, and then minus 57.12165,044 degrees. Okay. And then calculator. Should be 78.46 something. Yes. Okay. 78.46304096 degrees. Okay, and this is the answer. So we may correct this to 3SF. 78.5 degrees. 3 significant figures. Okay, so that is the answer. 得唔得？呢度 solve the triangle， 即係要揾翻晒咧，剩翻未知嘅所有邊長或者角度咁樣樣。Okay. Oh, it's your turn. So please try to do the instant drill number 10 now. Instant drill number 10. Again, I give you 4 minutes. Okay, let's check the answers. So we need to solve a triangle, and we have 3 lengths. So we are going to use cosine formula. Let us find angle A first. Cosine angle A is equal to a fraction, and we need to fill in the negative term first. Okay, so angle A is looking at the length A, which is 9 cm. So it should be minus 9 square. Okay, but the other two, 12 square and plus 17 square here, okay, will be the other 2 square. And then divide by 2 times the other two, 12 and 17. Okay, and then you just use the calculator and shift cosine. Okay, 12 square plus 17 square minus 9 square, enter. Divided by bracket 2 times 12 times 17. And then shift cosine. Should be 30.3 something. 3737862 degrees. Okay, as this is the answer, so you may correct this to 3SF, 30.4 degrees. Okay. So this is angle A, and then we need to find angle B. So angle B is this one. You may choose to use sine formula or cosine formula, but I will choose to use cosine more. Okay. So cosine angle B is equal to a fraction, and we need to fill in the negative term first. It should be negative 17 square. Okay, and then the other two lengths will be 12 square plus 9 square. Okay, and then divided by 2 times 12 times 9. And then we will shift cosine the number on the right hand side. 12 square plus 9 square minus 17 square. Enter. And then divided by bracket 2 times 12 times 9. Enter. And then shift cosine answer will be 107.23 something degrees. And this is the answer. So I need to correct this to 1 dp. Oh, sorry, this is not 3SF. It should be 1 decimal place. Okay, 1 decimal place. And this one is also 107.2. Okay, and it's 1 decimal place. Okay, and then the angle C will be easy to find because we have the first answer, first angle, second angle. Then we can use the angle sum of triangle to find angle C. Will be 180 degrees minus 30.37862 degrees minus 107.2352853 degrees. Okay, so should be 42.3 something. Okay, angle C is 42.39092854 degrees, which means that when it is correct to 1 dp, that should be 42.4 degrees. Okay, and this number is correct to 1 decimal place. Okay, can you get the correct answer? 得唔得？好啦，嗱，跟住咧，我哋呢兩條公式嘅基本題目、基本題型已經做好咗啦，係嘛？咁跟住咧就可能要做一啲複雜少少嘅咯，係嘛？Let us do the instant drill number 11 together. Okay, I'm going to skip example 11, but let's do instant drill 11 together.一齊嚟做 instant drill 11啊！ Okay, so in the figure, AB is 3.7 cm, BC is 6 cm, CD is 4.2 cm, And then ADB is 31 degrees and 119 degrees. Find the length of BD. Length of BD. Okay. BD belongs to triangle BCD and also belongs to triangle BAD. Okay. And when we choose which triangle we are going to use, we need to consider which triangle has more information for us to use. In triangle BCD, we just have two informations, 6 cm and 4.2 cm, right? Okay, it is not sufficient for us to set up any formula. Okay, but triangle ABD, we have one angle, two angle, and one length. We have three information. So basically, it should be enough, sufficient for us to use to set up formula. Okay, so in triangle ABD, let us find whether we have one pair of corresponding length and angle. And 31 degree is looking at 3.7 cm. So it is a pair of corresponding length and angle, right? And then because we want to find BD, so, and we have 119 degrees. And these are two pairs of corresponding length and angle, and we know three of them. Then we can find the fourth one. Okay, so in part A, we are going to use sine formula in triangle A boy dot. Okay, so in triangle ABD, I'm going to use the sine formula to find the length BD. So I need to put BD on the top left corner and then divided by sine 119 degrees. Okay, and it's equal to the other pair, putting the length on the top. So 3.7 cm divided by sine 31 degrees. Can you get this? Sine formula. And then just multiply the sine 119 degrees to the right hand side. Okay, times sine 119 degrees. And then BD will be equal to calculator. Divided by sine 31. Should be 6.28 something, right? 6.28321136. Okay, but BD will be the answer of part A, so we need to correct to 3SF. Okay, it should be 6.28. Okay, we have units here, and this is correct to three significant figures. Okay, and this is the answer of part A. And then we need to find angle ABC. A boy C. A boy C is this angle, this green angle. It is formed by two smaller angles. Angle A boy dot plus angle C boy dot. Can you see this? Okay, so we need to find angle A boy dot and angle C boy dot separately, and then add them together to find the answer. It's okay? But angle A boy dot is very easy to be found, okay? Because in triangle ABD, we already have the first angle to be 119 degrees, and we also have the second angle to be 31 degrees. So we can find angle ABD by using angle sum of triangle. So 180 degrees minus 119 degrees minus 31 degrees. And it should be equal to 30 degrees, I think. Yes. Okay. But for angle CBD belongs to triangle CBD. And we have all the three lengths now because 6 cm is given, 4.2 cm is given, and we have found the length of BD in part A. Okay, so we cannot use sine formula because we do not have any angle, and so we need to use the cosine formula to find angle CBD. Okay, so cosine angle CBD is equal to a fraction, and we need to fill in the negative term first. Angle CBD is looking at 4.2, right? So it should be minus 4.2 square. And the other two lengths will be 6 square plus, we have 6.28, 3211036 square. Okay, and then divide by 2 times 6 times 6.2832111036. Okay, and then angle CBD will be shift cosine of the number on the right hand side. So that should be 6 square plus that number square minus 4.2 square. Enter. Divided by bracket 2 times 6 times that number. And shift cosine answer should be 39.9 something. Degrees. Okay, this is not the final answer, so please do not correct to 3SF at this stage. Okay, so angle ABC. The question asks us to find angle ABC is equal to 30 degrees plus 39.9051957 degrees, and that should be equal to 69.9051957 degrees. Because this will be the final answer, so we may correct this number to 3 significant figures. Should be 69.9 degrees. And this number is 3 significant figures. And that will be the answer of part B. 得唔得呢度？嗱，記住我哋要揾嗰啲邊同埋角，一定係掕翻去啲三角形嗰度。OK， 即係如果現成冇嘅話咧，有機會要加線嘅。但係咧，有機會如果好似呢題咁樣嘅話咧，我哋要揾成隻 ABC 現成係 angle ABC 咧，唔係任何三角形嘅 angle 嚟嘅，係咪？因為 triangle ABC 冇畫到出嚟啊嘛，我哋冇連到 AC 呢條邊啊嘛，係嘛？咁嘅時候咧，我哋見到，但係我哋見到咧就係呢隻 angle ABC 咧就可以分成兩隻角加埋一齊喎。就係 A boy dot 再加 C boy dot 咁樣樣，而呢兩隻角咧都係分別屬於一個三角形嘅，我哋就可以各自揾咗佢出嚟先，臨尾將兩隻角加翻埋一齊咧，就係呢一題嘅答案嚟㗎啦。OK， 好，咁呢一題就咁啦。Do you have any problems up to now？ 好嗱，跟住咧，我今日咧開咗一個新嘅classwork 嘅 ，OK。So that should be this。我開咗未咧？睇下先。開咗啦。新嘅 classwork。That is exercise 9B. Exercise 9B, some level 2 problems again. So I would like to talk about 21 to 30. No, 21 to 29. 21 to 29. Okay. So I would like to give you some time to work on these problems first, okay? So let's do some classwork. This is exercise 9B, question number 21 to 29, okay? I will give you 15 minutes. Let me see. Yes, 15 minutes to do. So please try to do at least 21, 23, 2, and 23. Okay? So maybe 18 minutes. So I will start talking about the solution at 12:40. Okay? So please do the classwork now. Okay, let's check the answers. So number 21, DAB is 90 degrees, AB is 12, BC is 9, CD is 8, DA is 5. Find the length of BD. So BD belongs to triangle BAD, and BAD is a right angle triangle. Okay, so we do not need to use sine formula or cosine formula. We just need to use Pythagoras theorem. Okay, so in triangle BAD, BD square is equal to 12 square plus 5 square. This is just Pythagoras theorem. And then BD will be equal to square root of 169, which is equal to 13 cm. And that is the answer of part A. OK， 記得即係如果嗰個係直角三角形嘅話咧，我哋係唔需要用到高中學嘅任何嘢嘅，只係用初中學嗰啲不是定理啦。或者如果要計角嘅話咧，就要用嗰啲 sin、cosine、tangent， 即係對斜輪、斜對輪嗰啲啦。OK， and then now in part B we want to find angle BCD. So BCD is this angle. BCD is this one. Angle BCD belongs to triangle BCD. And in triangle BCD, we have 8 cm, we have 9 cm, and we have already found this BD to be 13 cm. So we have 3 lengths. We have 3 information, okay? And there is no known pair of corresponding length and angle, which means that we are not going to use sine formula. And we have to use the cosine formula, okay? And we want to find angle C. So we need to put cosine angle BCD on the left. And then it is equal to a fraction. And then we need to fill in the minus term first, the negative term. This angle is looking at the length 13. So it should be minus 13 square. Okay? And then the other two sides will be 8 and 9. So we put 8 square plus 9 square. Okay? And then minus 13 square. And divided by 2 times 8 times 9. Okay? And then angle BCD is equal to shift cosine of the right-hand side. So 8 square plus 9 square minus 13 square. And then enter. Divided by bracket 2 times 8 times 9. Should be, and then shift cosine. Answer. Should be 99.59 something. Okay? 99.59406823 degrees. Because this is the final answer, so we may correct this to 3SF. Should be 99.6 degrees. This number is correct to 3 significant figures. Okay, so that is the answer of 21. Are you correct? 得唔得？嗱，相信有一路跟到嘅同學咧，21題係簡單嘅 ，OK？ 嗱，呢啲已經係 Level 2嘅題目嚟㗎啦，應該大家都係可以做到㗎嚇。OK， 你只要搞清楚咧，即係用邊一個三角形去到計邊一條邊或者角先，然之後再用邊一個三角形去再計咩邊或者咩角咁樣咁得㗎啦。OK，22 都仲係有直角三角形喎，係嘛 ？OK， 咁所以咧都應該仲係唔係大難嘅。咁我睇下佢係咪真係用到個直角三角形先啊。D is a point on BC such that AD is perpendicular to BC. AB is 10, AC is 13, BC is 18. Find angle ACD. ACD is this angle. 好啦，嗱呢一隻角咧，要揾呢隻角嘅時候咧，我哋應該用邊一個三角形咧 ？This angle belongs to triangle ACD, the right angle triangle. But this angle at the same time also belongs to triangle AC boy, the large triangle. Okay, so which triangle should we use first? It depends on which triangle has more information. Okay, in triangle ACD, we just have a 90 degrees and just have one length. So we have 2 information, which is not sufficient for us to set up equation to find the third one. But in triangle ABC, we have 1 length, 2 length, and 3 lengths. We have 3 informations in triangle ABC. So it is sufficient for us to set up equation to find the angle. Okay, so in part A, we are going to use triangle ABC first. Okay, and we have the 3 lengths, which means that we do not have any angle and which we do not have any pair of corresponding length and angle. So we cannot use sine formula. Instead, we will use cosine formula to find angle C. So cosine angle AC boy is equal to a fraction. And then we need to fill in the minus term first. Should be minus 10 square, right? And the other two sides will be 18 square plus 13 square. And then divide by 2 times 18 times 13. Okay? And then angle AC boy will be equal to shift cosine of the fraction on the right. 18 square plus 13 square minus 10 square, enter. Divided by bracket 2 times 18 times 13. Enter. And then shift cosine, answer should be 32.88 something. 694677 degrees. Okay, and AC, well, AC boy is angle AC dot, right? Therefore, angle AC dot, to write down the answer, we need to correct to 3SF. Should be 32.9 degrees. And this one is correct to 3 significant figures. Okay, and that is the answer of part A. When we have found the angle ACD, in part B, we need to find the length of AD. AD belongs to triangle ACD. Can you see this? And we have already found this angle. So in triangle ACD, it is a right-angled triangle, and we do not need to use the sine formula or cosine formula. We just need to use sine theta, cosine theta, or tangent theta. I want to find AD. This one is what we want to find. And in triangle ACD, we have 13 cm. Okay, we have this. So according to this angle, AD is the opposite side, and AC is the hypotenuse. 對邊斜邊，對斜鄰斜對鄰，對斜係第一種，即係 sine theta 嗰種啦。Okay, so we need to use sine theta to set up the equation. Sine theta will be 32.88694677 degrees. Is equal to opposite side, that is AD, over hypotenuse, that should be AC, that is 13 cm. I want to find AD, so just multiply the 13 to the left-hand side. Okay, and then just use the calculator. Should be 7.05 as 8780978 cm. Okay, as this is the final answer, so you may correct this to 3SF. Should be 7.06 cm. This number is correct to 3 significant figures. So that is the answer of part B. Is that okay? Okay, do you have any problems up to now? If no, then maybe I stop here. Yes. Okay. So we will continue to talk about the remaining questions tomorrow. Okay. So if there is no more problems, and that is the end of this lesson, and you may leave now. Goodbye.